When pressure peaks and the game's on the line, there's one name that echoes louder than the rest: Michael Jordan. From buzzer beaters that shattered Cleveland's dreams to a shrug that silenced doubters, Jordan didn't just play basketball, he rewrote its history. In today's video, we will dive into his most unforgettable moments, including that sickly flu game, a playoff record 63 points, and the iconic 55-point MSG return. Oh, and who could forget the shot too? Each moment wasn't just greatness, it was legacy in motion. So, how do you stop the man who always finds a way to win? Stick around, subscribe, and let's relive basketball brilliance courtesy of the great Michael Jordan. With the Bulls down 3 in the dying seconds of Game 6, 1998 Finals, it wasn't just about hope, it was about certainty. You didn't wish Jordan would come through, you knew he would. First, he sliced into the lane for a quick layup, trimming the deficit to 1. Then came a moment of pure basketball thievery. Jordan, defying defensive norms, refused to clear out and picked Karl Malone clean in the post. No timeout, no hesitation. He dribbled up the floor, Byron Russell on his hip, and with 5.2 seconds left, bam, a crossover, a pull-up, network in history. That wasn't just a game winner, it was the brushstroke that finished the masterpiece of Jordan's Bulls career. Right after Jordan's legendary finale in Utah, we rewind to the moment that birthed his myth, the shot in 1989. The Bulls were heavy underdogs against the Cavs, who had swept them in the regular season. Yet Jordan had a history with Cleveland, averaging over 45 points against them the year before. Still, no one believed, until Game 5. With Chicago down 1 and 3 seconds left, Jordan caught the inbound pass, rose over Craig Alo, and hit that jumper at the buzzer. Alo crumpled. Jordan leapt and fist-pumped in the air. It wasn't just a win, it was a declaration. The pressure, he owned it. The moment, he defined it. This was Jordan turning doubt into destiny. Jordan silenced doubters in Cleveland, but he had faced a different kind of opponent in Game 5 of the 1997 Finals, his own body. News of him battling the flu barely shook longtime Bulls fans. He'd played sick before and still dominated, but this was different. From the jump, Jordan looked drained, ashen, slow, visibly struggling, yet somehow the shots kept falling. With Pippen limping and Rodman hobbled, Jordan had to be the offense, and he delivered. 38 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, and the dagger 3 in the closing minute. For 44 grueling minutes, Jordan turned weakness into willpower, sickness into spectacle. Carried by Pippen at the buzzer, he just carried Chicago one step closer to another ring on fumes and fire. Just 2 years before the flu game grit, Jordan gave us the purest offensive explosion of his career. April 20th, 1986. He was coming off a broken foot. His Bulls limped into the playoffs with just 30 wins, and they were up against the juggernaut 67-win Celtics. No one expected anything but a sweep. Then Jordan dropped 63 points in Game 2. Not against some middle-tier team, but against the league's best defense in Boston Garden, in double overtime, with barely any help. He shot 22 of 41, played 53 minutes, and made the mighty Celtics look helpless. Larry Bird said it best, that was God disguised as Michael Jordan. And in that moment, the entire league realized it wasn't hype, it was prophecy. Before NBA greatness, before the shot, before 63 in Boston, there was New Orleans, 1982. A 19-year-old freshman named Michael Jordan, barely known outside North Carolina, found himself on the game's biggest college stage. With 17 seconds left and UNC trailing Georgetown by 1, Dean Smith trusted a teenager to take the biggest shot of the season. Jordan calmly rose from the left wing and drained the go-ahead jumper, 63-62. That was it. Title secured. A star was born. In a game loaded with future legends, Patrick Ewing, James Worthy, it was Jordan who stole the moment. Under the brightest lights, he didn't blink. That shot didn't just win a championship. It launched a legacy. The legend had truly begun. Right after announcing himself on the college stage, Jordan delivered the most explosive scoring night of his NBA career against a familiar victim. March 28, 1990, the Cavaliers were itching for revenge after Jordan's famous playoff dagger the year before. Cleveland fans were loud, fired up, and foolish enough to cheer after an early hard foul on Jordan. Big mistake. What followed was a one-man clinic, 69 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, a block on 37 shots, and 23 trips to the line over 50 minutes. He wasn't just scoring, he was everywhere. And this wasn't some ball hog barrage. It came inside Phil Jackson's new triangle offense, the so-called equal opportunity system. That night, all opportunity belonged to Jordan. Coming off a 69-point rampage, Jordan's next masterpiece wasn't just about numbers, it was about legacy. The 1993 NBA Finals gave us Charles Barkley at his absolute peak, league MVP, the fan favorite, and the heart of a 62-win Suns team. But when it came time to crown a champion, Jordan reminded everyone who really ran the league. Jordan averaged 41 points per game in the series. Yes, 41, while dragging a weary Bulls squad past a loaded Phoenix team. Barkley was incredible himself, putting up 27.3 points and 13.3 boards per night. But this was Jordan in full control of the moment. It was a battle of stars. Best friends turned rivals. Barkley had the trophy, but Jordan took the ring again. After torching Barkley and sealing a third straight ring, Jordan's sudden retirement left a void. But nearly 2 years later, in 1995, he returned, and Madison Square Garden was his stage for the announcement. He was still him. Wearing the unfamiliar number 45, Jordan dropped 55 points on the Knicks in just his 5th game back, 20 in the first quarter, 35 by halftime, and by the 4th, he was cooking anyone in a New York jersey. Starks, Harper, Bonner, it didn't matter. He hit the go-ahead shot late, and then, just to flex, dished the game-winning assist to Bill Wennington. It wasn't just a comeback, it was a warning. The King was back, and the league felt it instantly. After reminding the world who he was at MSG, Jordan wasted no time settling another score, this time with Clyde Drexler. Heading into the 1992 NBA Finals, the narrative buzzed. Drexler had the edge from deep. Media charts and stat sheets showed Clyde with more threes than Jordan that season. Big mistake. In Game 1, Jordan came out possessed. He drilled 6 three-pointers in the first half, more than he'd ever attempted in a game. With each swish, he dismantled the myth. Then came the iconic moment. Jordan turned to the broadcast table, gave a smirk, a shrug, and basically said, "I don't even know how." He finished with 36 points in that half. The statement, undeniable. Fresh off embarrassing doubters with the shrug, Michael Jordan returned to torment a familiar foe, Cleveland. This time, it was the 1993 Eastern Conference semifinals, and the Cavaliers thought they had their solution. Gerald Wilkins. Signed specifically to stop Jordan, Wilkins brought strength, speed, and that classic New York grit. Didn't matter. With the Bulls up 3-0 in the series and Game 4 tied at 101 in the final seconds, Cleveland made a fatal mistake. They left Wilkins alone on Jordan. No double team, no trap, just Michael Jordan and a chance to end it. Jordan took the inbound, rose up from the left wing, and drilled the jumper at the buzzer. History repeated and Cleveland collapsed once again. So, from college clutch shots to NBA records that still stand tall, Michael Jordan did not just win, he performed when it mattered most. Whether it was dropping 69 on the Cavs, silencing Portland with a shrug, or out-dueling MVP Barkley in '93, every moment had weight. And when Cleveland thought they'd seen the worst, he hit them again with the shot too. That's the great Jordan. So now that we've relived the legend, which of these moments gave you chills, and which one defined Michael Jordan for you? Comment below. Hit the like and subscribe for more updates, and see you in the next video.